In a world that loves racing games, two powers unite, bringing the Forza series to your mobile device. For months, we have been waiting for something like this. Get ready to press the spacebar to drive. Yes, just like a real car. Hey guys, can you check the script? I don't think it's correct. It says here you just have to press the spacebar to drive.
Yeah, that's correct.
What? You mean Turn10 Studios made a driving game that you don't turn in?
Yes.
Hang on, is this Miami Street, that low-performing mobile game launched a year ago, renamed and rebadged as Forza Street?
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh dear. Welcome to Days of Thunder News. Yes, it's true, my friends, it's a dark day for racing gamers, as Microsoft, with all their might in Turn10's nouse, have brought us an impressively lacklustre and unfortunate game called Forza Street that is possibly better described as an interactive cinematic. You don't drive in this game, you accelerate and you stop accelerating. Now don't get me wrong, I'm an avid right foot steering kind of guy. Nothing beats using the clutch and accelerator to navigate the rear end of your vehicle, but this is not that. This is a mobile game for PC, not the other way round, and it's got me a bit rattled. Initially, when I reported on this a while back, I was on point. I even designed this mock-up logo that is pretty darn close to the final design. I predicted this game being cross-platform, starting on one device and potentially finishing on another, and pointed towards a utopian world where we could play PC-quality games on our phones. But that's where I was wrong. Let's take a quick look at the game, then look at the issues I have with it. Forza Street is part of the Forza Motorsport series of games created by Turn10 Studios, Microsoft, and now Electric Square. The game places you in a remarkably Need for Speed-esque racing environment and gives you access to an amazing wealth of cars and supposedly an infinite tale to unfold as you play. But that's where the cool bits end and the weird stuff begins, not least of which is the driving. And I use the term driving in the loosest of senses. You use the spacebar or mouse button to accelerate, leaving all the fun turning stuff to the game. Even some of the racing aspects seem to have been removed from your possession, as you can basically throw a race, then soar past your rival like you've just grabbed some magical Fast and Furious extra gear cog. This is more of a car collection game rather than a racing title. Turn10 Studios took a 180-degree turn, and instead of creating a PC quality game for mobile, which would have been for the fans, they created a mobile game for PC, complete with microtransactions and mobile money bank gathering instead. Talking with a friend of mine, Kaynard, yesterday about this, we agreed it was important for studios to make money to empower them to bring us great products, but this is where the game went wrong. It's not a great product. It's not even a new product. Miami Street launched as a mobile game last year and was met with low support. It's simply been rejizzed up a bit and rebadged as Forza Street. Many have pointed out the seemingly patronising lack of effort to make any improvement over the original, and basically repackaged the same flawed game with just a little more flair. I guess it makes sense that some people feel hurt, as this would be like buying a car from Ford that was a dog to drive, then Ford releasing that exact same car with a new name the next year and expecting that to have solved the problem. As a branding specialist, this is what I understand exceptionally well. You can sell more units if you repackage something with more flair, but the same issues will happen when the people actually use the product if you haven't actually fixed the problem. It's cool to think of Forza branching out and becoming a mobile game, and even in its current Miami Street version, it's bound to be fun to play, I'm sure. And many new people will be brought into the Forza franchise because of it. But it's a mass market step away from the direction many of its fans would have wanted. Even a stripped back low-res version of an older Forza title with good physics would have been great. But the developers have chosen to make an advertisement for the other Forza titles rather than a game any existing fans would want to enjoy. Unsurprisingly, the game has been met with less than passionate responses from its existing fanbase, so it's got a tough race ahead if the game is going to become a winner. I know for me personally, I might have to give it a miss. So what's your feelings about this game? Has Turn10 and Microsoft made the right decision to chase the cash instead of impressing the fans? Is spacebar driving and assisted winning really racing? Let me know in the comments below. Till next time, I'm Paul Cruz with the Days of Thunder news. Welcome to Days of Thunder, simulation gaming news at its finest. Stay tuned.